Hey friends, it's Michael Kostroff. I had a very interesting coaching session yesterday that I want to talk to you about. I was coaching someone who was playing the sister of a girl who had been found murdered for one of the episodic procedurals. And I have to keep it vague because I can't reveal any plot things or whatever. But it was very interesting. I want to talk about something that I'm going to call the fuzzy brain in terms of characterization. Sometimes as actors, in our desire to get everything right and to show the casting director that we understand things and to show the director that we can do it, we attribute we attribute to our characters, we endow our characters with great mental clarity and great accuracy and specificity and saying exactly what they mean. And that's not always the best way to honor your character and what their experience is. So in this case, she had just been hit with this news that her sister was found dead. And the cops were asking her questions. And I said, so what's the objective? And she said, well, to help the police find the killer. I said, well, let's unpack that. How long have you known she was dead? What's it like to be in your brain right now? And she's like, yeah, I guess I'm trying to just process that. And it doesn't seem real. I said, okay, so what if we set the objective to just sort it all out in your head? The police are the ones investigating. Maybe finding the killer is not really what's happening in your brain right now. Maybe your brain is fuzzy and you don't know what to think and you don't know how to put it. And their questions are actually working counter to what your goal is, which is to sort it out. So treat those lines the way that honors that state of mind. I'm improvising as always. I don't plan these videos, so I'm trying to explain a nuance that is a little tricky to explain, but I'm so excited by it to allow your characters to be fuzzy-brained sometimes and not sure, and so that it isn't like taking a test. I think this is probably particularly true with being on the witness stand or being interrogated or any of those other kinds of things where you're questioned on a procedural. It isn't about getting the answers right for the cops or the attorney. Always, it's not always what. Just be sure you're really identifying what's going on with your character. It's why when I'm working on a scene with an actor and I ask them a question like, why did you say that? And they say, I don't know. I think I don't know is a great answer. Because I say things I'm not, where if somebody said, why did you say that? I would say, I don't know. I think that's a very true human thing that happens. Maybe I'm more fuzzy brained than most people. I feel like my brain is in a cloud or in a funk, in a big soup, more often than I would like. It's not a feeling I enjoy, but that's my particular brain. So maybe that's why I get so excited to see that portrayed in our acting when that's an appropriate choice. I guess what I'm saying is if that seems like the appropriate choice, don't question it because it lacks clarity. Accept and use the fact that things are not clear. So I feel like if I were trying to process the fact that someone I knew had been killed and the cops were hammering me with questions like, well, how long have you known this person? And when was the last time you saw them? I'm like, what? It's hard to do those two things at once for me. Anyway, this is a rambly one. This video is a rambly one, but I know that you smart actors out there are going, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because I think we have to be aware that clarity and accuracy and meaning what you say and saying what you mean is not always the choice for your particular character. And, part of this that excites me the most is I just don't ever teach blanket rules or blanket techniques because I feel like each little project you crack open is a new puzzle. And very often we're in such a hurry that we're like, oh, it's this. I'm just going to do this. Ah, got it. Instead of going, hang on, wait a minute. This one thing there's a little mystery here. Wait, how did I know that? Oh, okay. And, and what's it like to be in this room that I'm not usually in? And what am I really, really, really trying to do in this scene? I hope some of that has value for you. I feel like it does. I'm not going to be overly humble. I think that's an interesting topic. And I'll be back with more interesting topics next week, no doubt. And I'll see you then.